All right. All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. 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 Hello, everyone. Hello. Can you hear me, baby? Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, Mike. Is the mic on now? Is it on? Is it on there? My glasses? Have I forgotten anything? Light, light. Is it too bright? I need one of those circle lights, but they're a bit expensive. I got it. Yes, Lewis, we can hear you, says Chartel. Sort mic out though. Is the mic on? I'm gonna wait a second before you tell me the mic is on. Look what I've got here. Did I showed you this before? I showed you my jumper. I'm gonna put my jumper on. I just did my pants up. I just shaved. Let me comb my hair. Let me comb my hair so I look good for you people. So I look good for you people. So I look good. There we go. I look good. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Hello, Claire. Hello, Maltese Phil. Can see you and hear me. Okay, we're good. I'm going to put my jumper on just for a second, just so you can see. It's not super big. It's actually a bit tight. Ugh. It's a bit tight. It's a bit tight. It's a bit tight. It's a bit tight. It's not for a really big man. For a woman, I think a woman would like this. A man would like this. I am a large or a medium or large. I don't know. Hello, Kermit. We're all Schafferettes. Joodles is 24. Is 24 feeling a bit chilly? I'm not. I said to myself, I've got to promote this thing that I'm wearing. I've got to promote my vintage page. Let's go with the vintage page. Greetings. Oh, I'm a bit busy, so won't be here much. Okay, no, you can say that to us, but thank you for coming in. Joodles is here. Is 24 because you're mentioning the temperature in this place. I'll tell you what the temperature is. Oh yeah, oh yeah. High humidity, high humidity. Let's see what it's 23 degrees in the kitchen with a high humidity of 68% humidity. And the reason it's that is because I've been doing laundry. I found a whole mess of stuff on the street, a whole mess of stuff. So if you want to see this this is like a sales channel now. Let me go here. Let me go here. Okay, there's what's her name. There's what's her name. Okay. Go to Vinted. Nunhead man. Tell me if you can see my stuff. If you want to look. If you want to look. I'm not telling you have to look. I'm not sure about this light. I think it's a bit bright. Let's try this. Let's try that. See how that looks. Does that look better? I think there's a slight delay. It's a really good quality shirt. Hey, let me just do a shout out to Carrie B. She put her picture on the Discord. You want to see what she looks like? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Carrie B. Really beautiful. And also Lilith. If Lilith is here right now, she's also beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These are the girls. Only beautiful women love Lewis Schaffer. If you're not that beautiful, you're not gonna like me. You're not gonna like me. I don't think you are. Joodles, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She loves Lewis Schaffer. You know how you could definitely sell that jumper to Lewis. Beard meets food. He'd wear that all day long. Does this look like Lewis Schaffer style? It doesn't look. I'm going to take my shirt, my jumper off. I just bought a blender, an electric carving knife off Amazon. God, I feel like a 1970s housewife. Get excited if I get a gadget. Everybody gets buying stuff is really a joy. Is a joy. Hold on a second. I can't get this off of my head. I can't get this off of my head. Okay. Buying stuff is a joy. And remember, under communism, we're not going to have any money. And they're not going to sell stuff. And they're going to take over the means of production, whatever that means. They're going to take over the factories, and they're going to think they can do a better job of it. They're going to close down the websites, and they're going to say, we'll have government websites. It'll be better. It'll be better than Elon Musk, whatever. Keith Bexley, I need to take the lights down from the front. Thanks for reminding me. Oh, shit. I'm going to put this up here. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to keep this up all year round because I love this thing. Janet is here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Janet. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Chartel. All the girls come in the beginning. And then they always leave me. They leave. And Claire, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Claire. You know, she's going to stay. Are you going to stay? She says she says she loves me. But I don't know. You can't be too sure. There are no means of production apart from in China, says Maltese Phil. That's true. You know, how can Keir Starmer do anything? The guy cannot do anything. And I've been reading today and had a discussion with my son, so maybe it is true that they're going to stop Twitter, that Twitter's going to be banned. So what do? Twitter is going to be banned. Okay? What do we do? What do we do? How do I tell you that we're doing a live stream if there is no Twitter? Any ideas, anybody? Keith Bexley, how would I do that? Kermit, how would I do that? My neighbor still has a huge wreath and baubles up on the door. Maybe they're European. Yeah, well, you know what? Come to think of it, I'm going to tell you something. Actually, Christmas, and I'm not a believer in Christmas. You know that about me. But I will say this. I think Christmas should go on longer because January is a bleak month. It hasn't been bleak for me. It's a month of hope. But it could be that. Or else they never leave the house, Kerms, and have forgotten. Yeah, maybe that's right. They haven't checked the front door. It's also a pain to take stuff away. And do you have to pay money to take the tree away? You just dump it in the street. I don't know. I've never had a tree. Use ChatGPT to make bikini pics of Starmer instead. You know what? Is that true? I actually, one of the websites I go on occasionally you can take a regular picture and make them nude. And make them nude, and then you can pretend, this is what, somebody looks like. I'm not going to mention the name, but this is what somebody looks like. Chartel is off to cook dinner, listening in. Well, I love you, Chartel. Remember, don't cook it too much. The rawer, the better. It would be nice for Christmas to go on longer for some, Lewis, but it starts in bloody September now. Yeah, that's true. I think it's better in January. I think it should start a bit later, maybe in... it does start quite early. I used to go around collecting dumped Christmas trees for the open fire. They burn fiercely, yeah, because they've been sitting outside, and they're also pine trees, and they got that pine tar thing. Kermit says. I'm sure he'll take that as a compliment, Janet. What did I say? I'll try to say, but sometimes I fall asleep. Why would I take that as a compliment, Joodles? And they smell great, but they're also polluting. I'm not sure I'm in favor of Christmas tree fire, but maybe I am. Are you allowed to have a fire nowadays? Are you allowed to have it? It's 24 degrees here. 24 degrees. I don't know whether you can see that. Can you see that? It says 50. Well, let me turn it around. It says on the top number is the temperature, 24 degrees. It's less humid here. It's humid in the other room. I should show you what I found. I found some stuff. I watched a program about a family who have Christmas every day. How do you have Christmas every day? How do you have, you got to buy people presents? I don't even celebrate Christmas once a year. Oh dear, Lewis's laptop sounds like it could be dodgier than the Hunter Biden's. Could be, could be. Who knows? Who knows what we've looked at? Who knows what they could put on it to make it seem like you are this way? They got to put stuff that's believable, Jedster. Possibly true. All these platforms have AI stuff. They do. Well, yeah. I mean, it's so scary because what they can do is just how does it think that? You have to sit there and think, okay, you're doing a Christmas scene. What is in the background? You used to need a creative mind to say, oh, we'll put that there. You're right, AI is really scary. Okay, what did Claire say? There's no chance, Claire. There'd be an absolute riot. What would there be a riot about? No, it's not. It's not. I don't want anybody to fall asleep listening to me. I'd rather you get angry at me. I think the numbers go up when you get angry. It wouldn't work anyway. VPNs exist, and he'll still be there ratioing and we'll still be there ratioing Stormer to buggery every day of the week. What does that mean? Ratio him? Yeah. No, I don't know. He could. You don't think they're going to eliminate Twitter? I think that they will. I think that Keir Starmer. I was speaking to the producer about this. Why do all of these people think exactly the same? I heard he's trying to get the Australians and the Canadians to ban Twitter. It says, well, why are they all thinking alike? Are they being given a message from the World Economic Forum or whatever it is? And the answer is they all think alike. It's groupthink. Fair enough, Lud. So what did Lud say? A bit gutted today, Lewis. Lud split up with yet another partner. Oh my God, it never lasts. My own fault. I make no excuses. I take full responsibility. Every time the farmer shears off the wool, I lose interest. What does that mean? Every time, like, you have sex with a girl, you lose interest? Is that what that means? Is that what that means, Lud? Please explain. Because Lewis, it was a documentary about the British royal family, says Russ. I don't know. Now I've lost my place. Let me go back in time. I was drifting off, and I lost what we were talking about. I watched a family who have Christmas every day. Oh, it was about the British royal family, that they have Christmas every day. Do they have Christmas every day? I'm not sure that they're even Christians anymore. I'm not even sure about that. Lud, please explain what you mean by that, because I've broken up with girls, and I'm not going to do that ever again. Because what goes around comes around, and that's not the right saying, but you change your mind. You're a bit bored now, and they're a bit bored, and you just be patient. They'll come back. You come back. Lud, pay attention. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, basically, so don't break up. Fair enough, Lud. Everyone needs something to grip. Okay. Took me a while, but that's funny, Lud. Was it you making a joke? I wasn't agreeing with Joodles, Claire, that X won't be banned. I was agreeing with Joodles, that X won't be banned. You know what? Maybe they're doing it to make people appreciate it. Possibly, Claire. VPNs means you cannot ban a website now. They'll ban VPNs next. That's what's going to have to happen. But VPNs, how expensive is a VPN? How expensive is that? I can't imagine Elon Musk owning X. Has anything to do with it? Yes. Are you making a joke about that? Is that a joke, Rod? It's totally because of that. And it's because of that the people on there are saying, we do not like Keir Starmer. I don't think Starmer will be able to. Period. Paul. Trump will kick him in the CNT. I don't think Starmer will be able to. Period. You didn't put a period in there. Punctuation, everybody. Punctuation. We're getting better at punctuation, honestly. I was reading, because some of the new people write Y-O-U-R-E, Y-O-U-R. I remember the 90s, no social media. It was better times. Well, you were also 30 years younger, Rocket. I mean, that's what made everything better. I was 30 years younger. I was so good looking. I wasn't fatter or anything like that. I wasn't that great looking. Maybe I was good looking. I actually agree with the government, but they are going about it in the dumbest way. How can you agree with the government? How can you agree with them? The government is the source of all evil because they're a tool of Team World, which means they don't love. They don't. It's a Welsh joke. I don't even understand English jokes. I'm supposed to understand a Welsh joke, Lud. But Keith, the government are a tool of the globalists, and we love the Angles, the Saxons, the Jutes, the Celts, the Welsh, the Picts, the Scots, the Northern Irish, the Irish. Is Lud Welsh? I don't think Lud is Welsh. Lud is suggesting they are a sheepshagger. That Lud is a sheepshagger? Oh, I see. It was a joke. Let me see if I can go back. Bit gutted today. Split up with yet another partner. Every time the farmer shears off the wool, I lose interest. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Okay, that's funny. That is funny. Thank you, Lud. Thank you for the explanation. Took me a while, but that's funny. Okay, Janet, me and Janet. I didn't understand it either. I didn't understand it. I mean, you know what it is, but you got to learn to love the sheep, whether it's got law. Okay, well, I think X could be banned. You can't put it past Keir Starmer. He is a Nazi. I'm going to say it. Is that against the law for me to call him a Nazi? Because you know how you can tell who is a Nazi? The first person who says you are a Nazi is a Nazi. That's how you can do it, and that's what Keir Starmer is going around saying. Farage is a Nazi, whatever. I love it when he reads out serious joodles. You can see the wheels turning in his head. Yes, that's true. I don't understand because I don't want to be thought of being an idiot. And I don't think I'm as smart as I used to be, Lud. I don't think I am. And maybe that's what's enjoyable to see. I don't know. I'm devastated, Lud. I honestly thought he was taking the piss. Well, that's what I used to take the piss out of people, but I don't do it anymore because in order to take the piss, you got to understand what people are talking about. I don't understand it. And British people are always taking the piss. Okay, I'm devastated, Lud. Okay, that's what Joodles says. Thank you, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Joodles. Lewis says Carrie B. Did you see the picture of Carrie B? Go to the Discord page. You can see beautiful, beautiful Carrie B. Lewis, I didn't get it either. Starmer is an Islamofascist. Yeah, like I ran into two friends of mine when we were fighting to save the green spaces in the borough, and they're extreme leftists, extreme leftists, and they don't see any problem with Islam and most Islamic people are people, and they're lovely people, but they hate the Jews, and they don't want us to eat meat. Eat beef. Eat pork, whatever. They don't want us women to show their faces. A lot of them don't. So it's a bit dangerous situation, Carrie B. I think the whole situation is dangerous. I'm not anti-Muslim. There are 52 majority Muslim countries in the world. A lot of them. I've been reading about Iran. Iran is not a country. It's an empire. It's got only 48% of Iranians are Persians. That's why they don't call it Persia anymore, because that's why Russia was called the Soviet Union, because it had a lot of different people in the country, that weren't Russians. I did a meme of evil Keir Neville Starmer in a white jumpsuit flying into a crevasse. You mean like going over a canyon and falling in? Yeah, well, he doesn't realize what he's doing. Or maybe he does and doesn't care and just thinks, I'll get my family out and I'll move someplace else with the money that they're giving me, if they are giving him any money. You're a kind soul, Joodles, says Jedster. Ron Smith is here. Everyone, welcome Ron Smith. Reading about bird brushes up some old... Reading about bird brushes up some old... We need some punctuation in that sentence. Lud says, you're hilarious, Lewis. Team World and the death of love. Yes, I don't focus on the death of love as much as I should. I mean, I don't use that term, but everything is the death of love. Homosexuality is the death of love. Us not, people not having children is the death of love. Us not getting married is the death of love. Us not loving Lewis Schaffer is the death of love. But thank you, Lud, for that. 6 badges. He lives in France. 6 badges, and he comes all the way here. Okay. It seems that Keir Starmer has taken offense at being called a fascist by Elon Musk. Well, he is a fascist. What does it mean to be a fascist? I don't know what it means. I don't know what those words mean. To me, it means when the government and big business join together to oppress the people, I would say. So I would say it is. I don't know. What does it mean? What does it mean to be a fascist? 6 badges. Please explain. Old English for starling is stare. I don't know what that's all about. Laugh out loud, Jeds. I'm assuming that's absolutely a piss take, though mostly I am really under all the bluster. I don't know what that means either. Muslim people, good, despite Islam. They could be good. Of course they're good. They're good, but they hate Jews, and their book says to hate Jews, and their book says to hate Christians too, and their book says to whatever law, Sharia law. Only 30% Muslim in Iran. Yeah, quite possible. Quite possible. And I don't think the Islamic people are going to give up that easily. I don't think that they are. There's lots of people making money off of that thing, and they've been around for 50 years. Mark Felton Productions has a good video on Iran and the removal of the Shah. Okay, I write that down. I like the information. Ron Smith, Ron Felton on Iran video. Okay, video. Good to see you. Today's Monday. Today's the start of a week. Not much of a okay. Don't yell, Lewis. Relax yourself. I should relax myself. I should check my blood pressure. It's Mark Felton's stuff. I like Mark Felton's stuff, says Vantanai. So, and I like Vantanai's stuff too. Starling is a bird that fly in large gatherings, also known as a bird table, as the bird table bully. When they land and they push all the birds out of the way, or they eat the other birds. What do you call a blind fascist? Okay, good joke. Russ. No Islam, no peace. No Islam, no peace. Oh, I see. You're going to have to read that yourselves, everyone. I mean, what's happening in Iran is not going to be as easy as you think it's going to be. I don't know if America should get involved in it. Mark Felton Productions. I'll have to look at. There's so much stuff that I look at now. There's so much stuff. You're the best host ever, Lud. What about me? What did he do that made him the best host? What did he do, Joodles? Claire says Starmer is weak as P, the letter P, and the letter SS. I mean, is he? He's not weak because he's in control of the government. Whatever he's doing. Is he a smart man? Who knows? But he's been put in place. No, what's happening is the router going bad. He's not even here. He's not here. Maybe I should turn off some of the stuff here. I've got a lot of stuff here. Oh, I didn't say we're starting up now. Now let me go to my page here. Okay, can you hear it now? Does everything sound good? If it you know what, I have no feedback here, especially when my son isn't here. Definitely no feedback. So if you can just tell me what's going on. Is the light good? I'm not happy with this light. I'm happy with the light. Let's see if the light works. Let's see if the light works. Let's see if the light works. Oh, I'm so jumpy. I'm a jumpy boy. Okay. We are live now. Okay. Okay, let me get back. Let me get back on track. Oh my God, we're falling behind. You missed the bathhouse. Okay, I'll put my glasses on. Ron Smith, they removed his teeth, and MI5 denied a visit from close family who could identify his body. Who are we talking about here? I was actually watched some of the video about the Novichok thing, just the first 5 minutes, and I'm going to have to watch it more. Yeah, I mean, it's just the problem. The problem with the Quran is it's one book. Basically, the Bible is many books, many ideas, and people don't really take it seriously because it's just so much stuff. How can you take it seriously? I totally agree with you, Kareem. What are we up to? We can hear and see you. Can you see the screen? Can you see the messages? I can see it. Do you like this look? Is it too dark? I've turned off all the lights. I'm gonna spend 20 pounds. 20 pounds to buy a light. I'll buy a light. It'll come in from here. What do you think? Do you like the idea of a light? Now Reform has the Iraq Muslim MP who is also vaccine minister. Yes, what is that all about? Does she support vaccines? You know me, I'm totally against vaccines, Ron Smith. I'm totally against it. Somebody stole our loofah. It had our names on it too, Lud. It said Lud and Judal's loofah. I phoned the police. Oh, now I'm just so envious. I'm so jealous. But I'm happy. I'm happy that you're finding love amongst yourselves. You're finding love. If two vegans have a dispute, Russ says, is it called a beef? Good joke. Jews hate on every other page. Jew hate on every other page. I think it's, lots of times. 48 times. 48 times about Jews. Who was the guy who came in yesterday? Well, who was the guy who came in yesterday? And he came in yesterday, and I said, what war wasn't? We can't talk about Jews every single time. What's happened, Ron? Literally, nobody is coming to save us. As Stephen Barrett says, we need to save ourselves. That is so true. No one's coming in. By the time we need help. We need help now. Donald Trump could be gone. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe Donald Trump will be like totally buried in Iran. Lewis, send us your cafe link. I'll send you some dosh. Oh, that is so nice. ko-fi.com/Lewis Schaffer. I don't do that. I hate to ask for money. I don't think men should ask women for money. I'm old school. Not that I have any money. Not that I'll ever give you any money, but I don't know. Have you seen Louis C.K. routine on the Bible? I haven't seen that, no. He threw down my clipboard. clipboard. I think I look better in this light. Don't you think I look better? In kind of a dull light, I think. A dull light. I haven't seen that. Ali Faraj. Well, he's appointed 2 Muslims just recently. I mean, if they are fighting to run away from Islam, that's one thing. But if they believe in Islam, then that could be a problem. There could be a problem. I don't know. Okay. What did I miss here? I have not, Paul, I haven't seen Louis C.K. on the Bible, routine in the Bible. The Bible has a lot of stuff in it. It's like, it's a thick book. It's a thick book. It's a compendium of books. It's been around for 2,000 years, but some of those books are even older. Who's even older? Look, CK is in London at the end of the month. Okay. I thought he was really funny, and he threw my clipboard down. He's one of those people. People hated me. They don't like me. I don't know. Yeah, you might turn on me too, or maybe. Oakenshot is a proper moron. Where did that come from? I don't know where we're talking about. I don't know I've lost my mind what we're talking about. It was somebody who prefers to do bad rather than good. Najir and Layla are not big-time Muslims. Okay, well, let's go for that. Let's go for that. You're saying Oakenshot is a moron, Vatanai. I mean, I forget why she is. I remember I was there at GB News when all this stuff was happening. I look better in the low light. Do I look better this way? I gained a bit of weight. Thank you for asking. I've gained like 200 grams. So I'm now at 71.1. I don't know why I'm so heavy. I went out. Every is a horrible company. These are just random thoughts going in my brain. I went out to deliver a box, to send a box to someone. And then I also had to stop by the Every pickup location. Do you know the Every pickup location? And the Every pickup location said, we can't take your package right now. It was 2:30 in the afternoon. And she, it was he looked like just such a, I don't know. Every, what a horrible company that is. Before I didn't like it because it was all the way on the other side. And this one's a bit closer to me. It's still a bit far away. We live in a dead area over here. There are no shops. There are shops, but there's no pickup place right here. I've met Nazir at the Soho Club. He is very charismatic in person. He will be a boon to reform. Okay, well, that's good news. That's good news because did you read the YouGov poll that said that Keir Starmer is 1 point ahead of Farage and who makes the best prime minister? Did you see that? Don't worry, Joodles. I'm saving up for another one, says Lud. Do you need 50 I don't know what's going on between the two of you guys. You're flirting with me. J.D. Vance gives me hope, says Rod. I think he gives me hope. I also like, and I think he could, I'm not sure about him, but the other guy, Cruz. I like Cruz. There's lots of people who think like Donald Trump thinks now. I used to work for Every. They are awful to work for, too. Probably that's why, yes, they're bad. Maybe that's why they're bad. I tried to drop something off. They said, come back tomorrow. Now I got to send the person a letter. I said, I'll mail it today. Every used to be Hermes. Oh, I don't know. I had a few run-ins with them, and they were horrible. They made people deliver like 100 packages a day, running around 100 packages a day. The fact he missed a long one, and that was quite near, suggests there are actually messages. Did I miss one? What did I miss? Tell me. Oh, now I'm on top. Thank you for reminding me to go into live chat. Isabel Oakenshat Vatanai says Nadim Zahari is a very good, is very, very good, is a very, very good get for reform because of his huge amount of government experience. He is another failed Tory looking to extend his money-making career. This is what Vatanai says. Isabel Oakenshat says that. Okay, well, do we like Isabel Oakenshat? And do we like anybody who works for the government? The past government, the reform government, who are worse than the Labor government because we put faith in them and they let us down, did they not? I like Yodel for deliveries, says Claire. Okay. Every was Hermes. Now I know. It is no more than 200. No, it is more than 200 packages. To make a minimum wage, you have to make a drop every 90 seconds. Oh my God. Well, keep you thin. It'll make you thin. On Steve's stream, all messages turn up on the screen, but not in his Wii inbox. Okay, that's maybe why I didn't see it. Is anybody else's where I didn't get a stream? Keith Bexley says there are a lot resting on Layla's campaign. Farage has faith in her. Okay, well maybe you need a Muslim woman to. Otherwise, they have no chance. Ron Smith says, interesting how the BBC was with the Ayatollah when they had that revolution in 1979. They never change. And yet you're paying £174 for them. 174. Oakenshat often opens her mouth when she should keep it shut. I don't know anything about her. But, if she supports the old government, then I'm not happy with her. Lewis, you are a total sexpot in any light. Thank you very much, Slayer. That's what I like to hear. Zaharwi. I don't know. Thank you for watching this. What's happened, Ron? Literally, nobody's coming to save us. Okay, I'm rereading the old messages. Okay. Storma has a man who buys pants for him, so after the skid marks, Ali gets them back to sniff. I don't know what that exactly means. I can hear and see you. Can you see the screen and all the messages? Okay, I can now. I can see all the messages. Zahari wanted to have jab passports. He also wanted an amnesty on immigrants. Oakenshat likes him. I do not, says Vatanai. Well, those are two reasons not to like this guy. We're not, not like the guy. Kick the people out who are here illegally. And I don't want to have to take a jab. I didn't take a jab. I don't recommend taking any jabs ever again. I'm a jab denier. Okay. Keith Bexley comes in and says, yes, true, Judel. She is possibly a good choice to take it from Khan. It would hurt if she goes, if she's just a grifter. Yeah. Well, we need someone's going to really fight. I mean, look what Donald Trump did. He fought, he said what he said, and now he's doing what he said. That's very unusual. A lot of times they get in office and then they lie. Oakeshott. She was a newspaper journalist. Now she is on talk. She lives in the Middle East. Yeah. And maybe if you live in Dubai, you could think, everything's going to be all right with our Islamic friends. Kermit says, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's true. Like and subscribe. Let me see how many people are watching this thing right now. Just because I'm curious. Can I check? How many people like the stream? It says 14 people like the stream. Can you like it? Okay, come on. Get in there, people. We're gonna make a comeback. Reminds me of her surname, Keith. is she the one that Farage had put up as justice minister? Yeah, sounds like a million reasons not to like Farage. Is that who you're talking about? Um. Okay, so we're doing well. Rod doesn't like pills or potions. Thanks. No vaccines. Even no vaccines for polio or smallpox or chickenpox. You know, they used to put the name pox on things to scare people. Now they put monkey, to scare people, wild animals to scare people. Cunningham, she was justice minister before she is going strong on crime. Maybe Ron Smith, which reform, but which reform wasn't a Tory? I guess we all, I didn't support the Tories, but I guess everybody was a Tory. We all had faith in the Tories. And then they lied to us and let us down, did they not? Am I wrong about this? I'm not making any friends out here. I find him on the street with Lewis Darklands. Okay, who buys Starmer specs these days? You're saying he finds them on the street with me. I actually paid money for these. I paid £1.50 at the 1 pound shop over on right by Peckham Rye train station on the side of the train station. Oakshot's father was a conservative philosopher. She is well connected and brought down a minister because he trusted her with his WhatsApp, and she leaked them all. Yes, I remember that. Zahari, okay. Been watching first and second series of Minder. I saw it on ITV4 a decade ago, but I don't remember much. Okay. We could talk about that perhaps later. I don't know. Possibly true, Claire, but it's realistically we're talking about 5 different people here. Is Zahari going to be good for us? Okay. I was ill for days after the COVID jab. Of course you were, because you shouldn't inject stuff into your bloodstream. Your body is going, fight off the invader. Fight off the invader. A lot of women think that after they've been with me. Fight off the invader. Fight off the invader. Darklands. Paul Yoward says Darklands. Starmer's specs are a case in point. People know that his Lindbergh glasses are expensive, so we replace them with more expensive ones that were more obscure brand. Okay. I used to wear the Lindbergh glasses, I think they were called. And I'm trying to remember what they were called. But I used to spend hundreds on glasses. And then they broke, and I stopped buying glasses, and now I don't buy glasses except for these £1.50. They just, because when I replace the screen here to a white background and black type, it'll be easier to read. And you can Google that. £1.50 at the pound shop. Yeah, they charged me 50. Well, do you remember when Woolworths was the 5 and dime? The 5 and dime. I don't know what they called it here, but it was the 5 and dime in America. But nothing was a nickel or 10 pence. And then they went out of business. I'll go back and check again, Cuffy. Okay. Heavy price to pay. Stalin able to walk down the street. Heavy price to pay. Stalin unable to walk down the street ever again. Is that Starmer or Stalin? Is that what you mean? Spring 21. I went to see my car guy. He was upset. His mom went for a jab and died 2 days later with a blood clot on the lung. This has happened too frequently, and I've spoken to people about this. And it's not just the COVID deniers like myself. It's not just the anti-vaxxers. It's normal people. It's like Paul had to go to the hospital because he had raging high blood pressure. And then he went and got another shot. I don't understand how people can be this way, because you have faith in medicine. Medicine is not medicinal. That's a Lewis Schaffer saying. But more importantly, Starmer said he would not pay to go private to save the life of his wife. But his glasses are a health purchase that he could have gotten NHS ones for prescription charge. Is that true? No, I think you have to be above a certain age to get free glasses. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're saying Keir Starmer is lying. Yeah, this is what Keith says. I agree with you, Cuff. I think Lila was introduced around the same time and was banging on about crime. But it was an ex-prison governor who was also appointed who said that thing about prisons. What the thing did he say about prisons? What is the thing to say he's got prisons? Have your cataracts looked at, Lewis? I do. I have them looked at every 6 months to a year. I do. I have my eyes looked at to see if I'm suffering from retinopathy. And I've been good, but lately my carb level has been high. But you are right. Thank you very much. I go to Specsavers and I pay £25 and have an OCT test where they take an image of the blood vessels in there to see if there's anything broken. I recommend that to everybody. I had Lindbergh glasses. They were in the bag I had stolen. They were frameless, so as the lenses are prescription, almost nothing for the thief, but a big loss to me. That's really sad. It's really, really, really sad. It's really, really, really sad. We've been here an hour. Everybody like the stream and subscribe. Like the stream. I said the same, Andrew. What did you say? Go to the doctor and have an OCT test. Okay, so that's what Paul said. They were a big loss. Too many Muslims in Parliament. Why have them there anymore than a communist? I agree with you. I agree with you. They're a threat to the country. What I'm saying is not loving, but it should be loving. It's the same way with the Jews. If you have too many Jews, Starmer's glasses scandal is that he had a donation of $5,000 spent on his vanity, but he would not go private medicine to save family wife. So somebody gave him £5,000 to spend on vanity. To save his family wife. You mean life, not wife. Because people have to believe in the NHS, even though they know it's SHIT. Have I become too unloving? Tell me, everybody. I think I'm loving and people are not happy. Hi, I first saw you on Headliners. You were too funny and honest for TV. I love you. This is the first time I ever posted on YouTube. You're one of a kind. This is Claire without an eye. That's really, really nice, Claire. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I mean, I said a lot of things that maybe they didn't want me to say, or maybe there was pressure by Ofcom or the BBC or the state. Maybe I was just too much, or maybe there were other reasons why people didn't. You never know why people don't like you, but I appreciate you being here, Claire. Everyone, welcome Claire. This is not the same Claire. This is Claire without an eye. This is CLARE. But sounds like Claire with an eye, but I do appreciate it. Had one cataract removed and couldn't wait till the next one is done. Was always cleaning my glasses. Got a good one eye at the moment. Long wait because of the holidays. I will say this to all of us. If you want to not have cataracts, do not eat carbs. Everybody Google carbs and cataracts. Carbs and cataracts. Cataracts are one of the symptoms of diabetes. Cataracts are a symptom of diabetes. Okay, you can avoid getting cataracts. Your children can avoid getting cataracts. Okay? Janet is without an eye at the moment. So get well soon, Janet. Paul, very funny. That is funny. Okay. Claire. Yes, Claire has no, she's got no eyes, but Janet only has one eye. Okay. Let the battle of the Claires begin. They're going to fight over Lewis Schaffer. Chartel is here. She can join in. Nearly finished cooking. Celia, tell us what you were cooking. There's going to be fur and feathers flying all around, Jads, between these girls fighting over me. Yes, because I'm very attractive for a man my age. I don't know if I believe that. You're very welcome. Had a fab time in New York as a nipper. We need more 1990s balls in this country. What is a nipper? And what is a 1990s balls in this country? And you went to New York. Is that what that means? I hadn't read your post, Janet. I was talking about Claire. Sorry if I wasn't clear. Let's see what Keith Bexley said about Claire. I'm going to say this. This is something that needs to be said over and over and over again. My father had cataracts. Everybody has cataracts. You know why you've got cataracts? Because you're eating a high-carb diet. A nipper is a child. Okay, Judels, thank you very much. Is that... now I know that's true. That is true. I know that's true. But high carb, what is a carb? A carb is starches, sugars, breads, white sugar. Okay. Chartel, Ludd had kebab for lunch. Roast glazed pork with honey mustard glaze, roast potatoes, and veg. It sounds delicious, but it's not healthy, Chartel. Eliminate the roast potatoes and maybe add less sugar to the pork. Put a little less sugar on it. A little less sugar. Russ is having beans on crumb. What is beans on crumb? Is that like beans on toast? Is that what that means? My grandfather had cataracts, and while he was having them removed, we had to learn a poem at school called The Cataracts of Lodore. I thought it was stupid turns out the beautiful visions. Cataracts. What does that mean? Like the caves, the valleys, whatever that means. I don't have diabetes, Lewis. If you have cataracts, you probably have diabetes. Do you have the number so that they will say you have diabetes? Maybe you don't. I was 5.9. At 6, they would have said you've got a problem, Lewis. But I was 5.9. I believe this. This is one of those things that I believe so strongly. If you want to not have cataracts, don't eat sugar. Okay. Bean on crumb. Even Chartel doesn't understand what that means. All the guys are flirting with Judels. All the guys. She has no time for me. She has no time for me. Russ, find another crumb. And it could have been a crumb witch. A crumb witch, says Mr. Cuff. Do you think I'd get £8 a ticket? How much are you paying, Jeds? What is that in reference to? Some people get beans on toast, but all I get is beans on crumb. The truth is, you should have less toast. I had a piece of bread today. I went to my son's restaurant. He saw me looking in. He came in and lured me in. He's a lovely boy. He feels bad because he yelled at me the other day. He's a lovely boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Both my kids are good. Are they the best kids ever? They're like you people. You yell at me. But do you have some love for me? I feel you do. And I have love for you. Have my blood checked, and I don't have diabetes. My cholesterol is slightly higher. What is your blood sugar? Tell me what it is. But even then, Even then, if you've got carbs in your diet, well, what do you think causes? Let's Google that right now, everybody. Cataracts and carbohydrates. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Carbs and cataracts. Like, you think like I'm making it up. High carbohydrate our carbohydrate intake, especially from refined sugars and processed food, is linked to an increased risk of developing cataracts. And this is AI, and they're a bunch of lying. You know what I mean? So this, okay, due to blood sugar spikes and protein damage to the eye lens. But complex carbs, there's no such thing as a complex carb. A balanced diet, whole foods, and limiting sugar. Liars. But that's basically, it says it right here. It says it right here. And wait, we can look, hold on a second. We can look here. Let's look here. Carbs and cataracts and carnivore diet. Okay. What does it say here? I mean, you can't believe what Google says. You used to believe what Google says, but they're a bunch of lying, horrible. They might take me off the air for saying this. Why plant-rich diets, but the carnivore all-meat approach eliminates these protective foods and focuses on animal, with some research links. Oh my God, what a bunch! This is AI is horrible. But let's look here. Whoops. Let me just see what this is. Let's see what it says on YouTube. What does he say? Oh, he's full of it. Here we go. How about this? This is macular degeneration. Do you know this guy? I like this guy. He calls it a proper human diet. He's called it a proper human diet. Okay. Click. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's get off of this thing. So we're talking about this thing. Okay. I'm going to bring my A game with loads of butter. Okay. Macular degeneration runs in my family. Awful eye disease. Wet and dry macular. My mother had that, and she told me, oh, I've got macular degeneration. By the time she told me that, I was so fed up with hearing about my mother's problems. I was not sympathetic. Now I would have said to her, you've got macular degeneration because you're on a high-carb diet. A high-carb diet. Okay, let's. What do you say? I don't want to distract you with tech support, but click your pick on the YouTube tab, right? Okay, that's the YouTube. I don't have a... I'm in black and white on the YouTube thing. I have that. I've done that there. Can you see that? I'm on that here. I'm on that here. Okay, good joke, Russ. No, there was a chance. No, Joodles, he's right to do that, and I appreciate that a lot. It looks like he's in light mode now anyway, but sometimes he doesn't, because I'm going to show you something. Can you see the screen? Can you see the no. It's the whatever this thing is called. It's Streamlabs. It's the Streamlabs stream. You can't see the Streamlabs stream, but it's black and white. There's something I can press here, but I don't know what to press. reactions, participants, time staff. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Top fans, refresh chats, YouTube studio. Because it's the Streamlabs thing. Do you have injections in the eyes for macular? You have to have injections for macular degeneration. It's horrible to see. Pardon the pun. The point is, you have to go on a keto diet. Keto means practically no carbs. That's really hard to do. I can't even do it. I've been on this crazy fakakta diet for so long. For so long. For so long. You couldn't answer your mother back. She would have grounded you. I mean, I was even old at the time, but I hadn't been on that diet yet. I hadn't been on the diet. It was like 2000. And now I know when somebody has eye problems, when I have retinopathy, when you have macular degeneration, when you have cataracts, they all come from carbs. Blood. They come from carbs. Okay, on your Streamlabs, go into settings cog at the bottom left. Okay, yeah. Then hit appearance halfway down, and then the top option, right? Appearance. Where does it say appearance? Bottom left. There it is. Okay, appearance. And then top option is night mode. And then top option is night mode, day mode. Close. Okay. And it's still dark. This side is bright. Maybe this is all I need for the light to be. Maybe this is I don't even need new light. Does this look good, Kermit? My son is a dietitian. Going to ask him about carbs and cataracts. He would have told you if he was a carnivore. He would have told you. But I'm telling you, say this crazy guy on this live stream. He told me what to do. He said that guy is wrong. He's an idiot. He doesn't know anything about it. Can you see the light here? Can you see how bright it is on my glasses? Can you see that? It's brilliant, but it's a bit bright. Night. Change chat setting. Shows live doc on the left side. No. Okay, text size. Oh, I'll make the text bigger. Oh, that's better. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Kermit. It's way bigger now. Under the theme. Okay, settings. Hold on. Chat settings. I've just made it bigger. Editor app, customs navigation bar. That's brilliant. Overlays. Show announcement for Streamlab pictures. See, double click to select groups. I don't know what those things mean. But I just made the chat size much larger. But it's off the page. But now it's off the page. Whoops. That's brilliant. Okay, Lewis, would you grow a ponytail? No, I wouldn't. I haven't needed to, but I don't think I might. My friend of mine, a couple of friends have ponytails. I had pasta and chips, but with a Diet Coke because I'm watching my weight. I assume that's a joke. Keto, yeah, go keto. You got to go keto. Janet, my son knows. He has to listen when he is here. Yes, he knows me. He knows me. Have we met? Or he knows of me? Okay, well, that's good. Bring him on. Bring him on. He's always laughing. Well, that's good to have a son that laughs. I'm not always laughing. I always go, well, that's funny, but I'm not laughing. It's okay. You've got away with it. Who are you talking to? The tech size should do. Yeah, I'm still wearing the glasses. Never ask the barber if you need a haircut. Never ask the optician if you need spectacles. Never ask the greengrocer if you should eat more greens. That's wisdom. I'm going to read that again. Never ask the barber if you need a haircut. Never ask the optician if you need spectacles. Never ask. Okay. If you want to go to Mixcloud and listen to Lewis Schaffer on Unhead. Chinese Elvis thinks it was the best show that we did. I think it was one of the best shows, two of us talking. Jester, no, hang on there. Be right back. We'll ask Gemini. Never ask a lumberjack if you need an arm amputated. Yeah, it's like you go to the doctor, and the doctor says you need to have surgery right now. Like, this is in America. This might be a joke in America. You need surgery right now. The doctor says, the surgeon says, because I'm buying a new car. It has to be Diet Coke because I'm trying to make the body beautiful. Well, Diet Coke is also bad because it's got plant alcohol in it. Not good for you. Lewis, if you paint your nails pink, okay, then they might have you on BBC. Yeah, maybe they would. Oh yeah, I remember that one was all the rage some years ago, Chartel. I don't know, Lewis. Look up the Atkins diet. I did it. Proper shit. Bad diet, bad side effects. You're talking about a diet that was like 30, 40 years old, and it was on the right track. It wasn't everything. And then he had to defend himself, and he actually was right about a lot of things. I read the book, but it wasn't perfect. Lewis Schaffer's diet is the best. Pat Benatar. I don't even know what that joke is. Atkins died of a heart attack. He did not. He fell down on an icy street in New York, and he had heart attacks beforehand. So the answer to that question is Joodles no. Atkins did not do that. He did not do that. All diets are bullshit. They're not bullshit. If you listen to your body and have common sense, it's most of the battle. Because you're new, because you said such nice things about you, I'm going to agree with Claire. Claire number 2, even though I don't agree with you. Your body will tell you by the way it responds to food. No, it doesn't, because you don't know. One day you wake up and you're like me. You've got gout, you've got other arthritis, plantar fasciitis, your gums are bleeding. You've got psoriasis, you've got, aspartame is bad for you also, Chartel. It's across, yes. It's not good for you. Pink nails, blue hair, and a penis. Thank you. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Russ. The point is, I'm giving you bad news, everybody. Here's bad news. Bad news is that, what is the bad news? The bad news is, if you eat carbs, you're gonna get cataracts. If you have carbs, you're going to get macular degeneration. If you have carbs, you're going to get retinopathy. That's what Lewis Schaffer says. Now, you don't have to believe me. And luckily, you don't believe me. Mention cysts, and I'm out, Joodles. And I had a cyst. that had to be removed. It had to be removed. And one of the joys about making love to Lewis Schaffer, you'll be able to feel it. It's going to be hard. You have to look for it. It's not really that big. But I've got a hole. I've got a hole in my back, a slight hole, because they had it removed. That's one of the joys about having sex with Lewis Schaffer. You can look into my retinopathy, possibly free, possibly it's there. Yeah, thank you, Joodles. You got a cataract. You are what you eat, period. Pretty much, maybe 80%. Pretty much. The other part is you need sun. You need to lower your stress. You need to exercise. You need to, you need your vitamins, whatever. January 1st, New Year's resolution, got up at 5 a.m., went for a 4-mile run. The first mile was bloody freezing, but then the heaters warmed up in the car, and the rest was lovely. So you only did a mile, led. I say I'm against running. I'm against running. Make sure you're thin. First, be thin. You need a little bit of exercise. You don't need that much exercise. Making love to Lewis Schaffer. You'll be able to see it. You'll have to look for it. It's not that big. Yeah, I'll take you want to see it. I'll show you the hole that was dug out of my shoulder. And I'll show you the thing. I had a lump. I had a lump here, but it's going away. It's going away. Can you see? You can't see. You can't even see it. But I'll let you feel it. I've got a lump in my trousers too. Anyway, Kermit is right. Donate to Patreon. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to, but I'm planting the seed in your brain. You want to do what the doctor says. You want to have your eyes cut out. Go to the doctor. My mother did. My father did. I didn't know anything about it. Your cyst story is grim. Well, they're all symptoms. Is that the right word? Of diabetes. They're all caused by elevated blood sugar. This is systematic of my pattern. Yeah, I'm sorry. Worst Tinder advert video ever. It's gross. And I'll show you other gross things. Look at my feet. Look, I don't think I can raise my leg up. But I have, those horrible toenail things. Like bulky toenails. That's all caused by carbs. It's all caused by diabetes. What is diabetes? Come to Lewis's live show next month, and you too can touch the remains of my cyst. You can. I'll let you touch me. I'm not picky. I am loving. I will do each and every one of you if you love me. If you don't love me, I won't do you. Didn't realize you're still that flexible, Lewis, for a lady to see your cyst scar in the back of your neck. I'm pretty flexible, 68 years old. Thank you, Andrew. Or should I call you Ruben? Because we have the other Andy here. Okay, there you go. Chartel, don't say goodbye. Let's not say goodbye. Don't say goodbye. You don't need to say goodbye. Everybody is weakened when people say goodbye. I miss Chartel already. Everybody, I've got very few rules. Remember when we started the thing, we set up the rules. It's not a rule. I don't want to be left. I don't want to be abandoned. I look pretty good. I look pretty good. Let's see. The effing words, cysts. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Cysts are disgusting. And it's even more disgusting when they cut a square hole in your back. And you've got an open wound there. And because they can't sew it back together, they have to let it heal slowly where the skin grows together. And your girlfriend who loves you so much, she's willing to put a new bandage on. What a good girlfriend. What a good girlfriend. Best girlfriend ever. Maybe one of you girls could be like my girlfriend. Maybe. You don't have to say goodbye, Chartel. You don't have to say goodbye. Okay. I've got one fungal nail on one side and 4 and 5 fungal nails on the other side. But my feet are not growing in fungus, and they don't itch anymore. And they used to itch. If you've got athlete's foot, who has athlete's feet? It comes from a high-carb diet. Lewis Schaffer is too much. I am too much. I apologize to you people. Olive oil and sort your toenails out. Possibly it doesn't. What sorts your toenails out is not eating a high-sugar diet. I assume it's because they use AC all year round. But he has no excuse in a trillion degrees. For what? What did you miss there? What is a no excuse? No excuse. I'm getting a speckled hen, or should I hang on for my diagnosis of fungal nail to be read out for Lewis? Yeah, hold on. Read it out. Paul, you're fat, or you were fat, and I know you were on a high-carb diet. So, of course, you're going to have fungal nails. But you're way younger than I am, so you have a chance. You have a chance to be cured. I was using Lotrimin for years, and before that, before they even had Lotrimin, it was so expensive for athletes' feet. And toenail and fungal infections is the same as athlete's foot. They're all the same. I had itchy balls as well. You should have dilated the hole. You should have been trans. What are you talking about? I've lost my train of thought because I've gotten so excited. A T-shirt under your, yes, there's a T-shirt here. I don't know why. I like it. I like the little bit of white here. I think it looks good. I think it looks really, really, really good. Are we going to do a show tonight at 10:30? Do you want to do a show tonight? Let me see how many people. You guys can guess how many people. What's the high level? What's the highest point that people have been watching this show? Who can guess what the highest point? There was a point the show went down. Not when I was talking about my fungus. It like dropped tremendously. It went up as high. Can you see this? Have you got a cyst on your ovary? Ladies, if you have any cysts like that, if you have anything like thyroid stuff or inside or PCOS, PCOS is caused by eating sugars and carbs and starches. 36 says Mr. Cuff. 6 Badges says 30. 6 Badges says 30. What is the top number? The top number. Oh my God. Well, that's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Views. Do you want there to be a show tonight? I mean, what is the large? It's called concurrent views. What's the largest number. Come to his night show if you haven't been grossed out enough. All of the diseases that we have, it's gross. All of the gross diseases that we have are caused by carbs. I'm sorry. Are caused by carbs. They're caused by carbs. I know you don't believe it. They don't want it. They don't want you to believe this stuff, but this is what it is. It is what it is. Mr. Cuff says 33, 32. Then you can't win. You've been disqualified by guessing all the numbers. Don't give any hints, Kermit. Don't give any hints, Kermit. Fungal nail syndrome is a buzzkill. Jungle whale symphony is marginally better. Jungle whale. What is jungle whale, Paul Yoward? Mr. Cuff, I'm not gonna. You can't win. Darkland says 30. Okay. Not if you're gonna talk about your cysts and your fungal. Yeah, I know. Look, then let's talk about cancer, which is also caused by carbs. 90% of all the diseases in the world are caused by carbs and maybe higher. My mother has snapped her tendon in the arm the other day, and now all the muscle is hanging down inside her arm. That's pretty gross. Daz is here. Hello, Daz. Good to see you, Daz. Too many carbs. Well, it could be that. How old is your mom? It could be that. It could be. I broke my knee. I had knee surgery, but now I know I could have possibly avoided it. Carbs cause all diseases. I believe that. Diseases. Let's try to get under 100 grams of carbs or under 50 grams or go keto. I've got leprosy. Bloody carbs. Lud, do you want to know something about leprosy? It's one of those fake diseases that people thought was a real disease. That people thought, oh my God, it's spreadable. We've got to put the people on an island. But it wasn't that way. It's similar to, what are the other things like smallpox, like measles. It's all from that, right? I can't believe I'm talking like this because I seem like I'm insane. But I don't believe that leprosy is a disease. You can Google it. You gotta immediately cause of most cancer is a protein that regulates cell division. Bullshit. 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 It isn't protein that causes it. I don't believe that. Now I know why I have epilepsy. It's the carbs. Well, yes, the answer is right. It is the carbs. Google epilepsy. Google epilepsy and high carbs. Yes, or it's maybe not caused by carbs, but it's caused by toxic seed oils. Toxic seed oils. Let's go see what it says. Toxic seed oils. Hold on.
Hello.
Hello, who is here?
She's not here. We're going.
You can bring girls. If you want to bring girls here, you can bring girls.
I wanted more girls here.
That's what I'm saying. You can. You can bring girls.
Yeah.
You can bring people.
Friend one.
Yeah, there it is, right there. That's right there. Essential oils derived from what? Where are you going?
Going to the pub, then watching a movie.
Okay. Essential oils derived from seeds and other plants are known to potentially trigger seizures and should generally be avoided by people with epilepsy. But then they say, oh no, but don't worry about dietary seed oils. Oh my God, I'm too much. I'm too much. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Could be. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's the chemicals everywhere that should never be around humans. That's true, but what are the chemicals? What is seed oils? What kind of diet do you have, Claire? Anyway, where are you from, Claire? Al Capone died of syphilis. Expect it was all those pizzas. Did he die of syphilis? I'm not sure. Okay, bye. I don't know. You can bring girls. And okay, no, that somebody commented on the stream. They thought that was funny. We have spoken tonight about this whole bikini thing. We kind of, sort of, in the beginning. Yes, we have. I think we have. It's just, I mean, that's just an excuse what they're using. You know, in America, we use drugs as an excuse for invading a country. And canola is one of the worst. They had to change the name canola because in America it's called rapeseed. And it's not called rapeseed. It was called rapeseed. And the Canadians came up with the name canola because it sounded like mazola, which is corn oil, which is also bad for you. I hope that was not Prince Andrew you were talking to, Lewis. Thanks, Russ. Was born in Luton, a total hole, in 1974. And now it's heaven. Now it's like Monte Carlo. Claire. Okay, well, who else was born there? Tommy Robinson is. You're coming back in. He's coming back. It's all right. It's all right. We're almost done with the show right now.
No, I don't care about the show. I'm just saying it's the last time.
Okay, don't worry about it. That was a nice breakfast.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Paul Yoward says our seed oil doesn't sound as bad as it is. Palm oil is in loads of things. There are worse oils than that, but we're not meant to be eating oils. We're meant to be eating animal fats. That's what I believe. I'm sorry. Has this show turned horrible? What's your feeling about it, Daz? What's your feeling about the thing? What is your feeling? I'm going to tell you who is the top person in here. I can't tell who the top person is. I'm going to have to look because the stream is too big. Alert chat box. Okay, so I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen some of these people, but how are they still on the list? Is it like the list from yesterday? Can anybody find that out? I'm going to have to find that out. I don't want to find it out. But it says 26, Girl from Mars. If you've been here in the stream, just say hello. John Van Dam is number 25. Alex is 24. Keith Bexley is 23. Six Badges in France is number 22. Ron Smith, 21. Daz, good participation. Daz is 20. Vatnai is 19. Claire also, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new girl, Claire. Thank you, Claire. Rocket League. And then Claire let's call her number 1, or Claire A, or Claire C. She's 16. Gnome Hunter, 15. Maltese Phil, 14. Carrie B. See the beautiful picture of Carrie B on Discord. Okay, Carrie B. She's 13. Ron Greenhall, 12. Andrew Rubin, Go Jews, is number 11. Paul Yoward, my friend, he's 10. And the top 9 are Russ, 1974 is Russ. Darklands, beautiful, beautiful Darklands, is 8. The Jedster is 7. Chartel is 6. Beautiful Chartel. Jane is 5. Mr. Cuff is 4. Ludd is 3. And the top 2, Joodles, number 2. Good girl, Joodles. And Kermit is 2. Is 1. Kermit is 1. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Kermit. Okay. All right, there we go. So we're doing really well here. Let's go here. Let's go top chat. So what was the final number? Did anybody guess the number? Best show ever. This has been a great show. A great show. A really good show. What did Daz say? Funny, you should mention Andrew. He was in my daughter's school, and she was taken illegally by the authorities during the pandemic. Small world. Is that this Andrew or another Andy? Lorraine Chase was famous for an advert which she said, "Nah, Luton Airport." I reckon Lewis is more of an Old Spice type. I don't like perfumes. I don't think you should use perfumes. You shouldn't use perfumes. Anyway, so this has been one of our best shows. I want to thank everybody for coming in. And when I asked that question, the number could have gone up and it could have gone down. But thank you, Claire, for joining. Thank you, Keith Bexley. If I haven't mentioned any of your names or your names and you want me to mention them, just say, hey, what about me and my chopped liver? I'll see you tonight at 10:30. Okay? I hope you come at 10:30. I hope you come at 10:30. That's all I have to say. Okay? But you live in Brighton now. Okay, that's brilliant. Brighton is great. I like Brighton. I like Brighton. John Van Dam. Thank you. John Van Dam is here. We could talk more about carbs later. You can read my position paper on it. If you've got retinopathy, if you have macular degeneration, if you have cataracts, carbs, stop the carbs. I don't know how long it takes for it to help or whether it can cure your eyes. If you've got arthritis, it's carbs. If you've got any kind of everything is carbs. All right, I'll see you later. You guys have been great. This has been the best show ever. Best show ever. You've been amazing. We'll see you tonight at 10:30. Darklands, good to see you. We'll see you at 10:30 tonight. Andrew, we'll see you at 10:30. We'll stay on the stream for a little bit, and then we'll say, so you can post what you want to post.